nights until that night them coppers nicked him. Then Jonny felt the pressure, that's when Jonny started snitching. But Jonny thought that he could find a way to break the system. If only he could find a way to make these coppers listen. The pressure got to Jonny, that's when Jonny got it twisted. He gave them all the faces to the names that's on the hit list, pointing people out in pictures, sharing their descriptions. He told the coppers everything about him and their mistress. He told them all about the shop he set up at his sister's. When he was followed home that night, them niggas came and flipped him. But Jonny never understood, the coppers only tricked him. And Jonny told them everything, he didn't wanna risk it. And Jonny thought that ratting out would make the pigs acquit this. The coppers said there's not a chance you're trying to take the piss, kid. So Jonny thought that he could try and act like he's a victim. The coppers had a laugh and said you're gonna get convicted. Jonny was a snitch, what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, informing to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish. Jonny was a snitch, like what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, he's talking to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish. Sitting in his cell he said his prayers and crossed his fingers, but that was all in vain cause still he ended up in prison. They left him on protection cause they knew that he was snitching, while all the other cons was planning ways to come and get him. And Jonny started thinking about the things he was regretting, while fretting to himself and thinking wish I never said them. The voices in his head they started telling him forget it. You thought you was a man and now you're acting all pathetic. So Jonny thought about it, then he tore off all the bedding and gathered it together, then he started making weapons. And Jonny said he's ready now if someone tries to test him. He said they're gonna get it, now it's time to send a message. And Jonny wasn't bothered now cause Jonny wasn't messing. The voices that were talking to him start to do his head in, but Jonny wasn't thinking about the choices he was making. So this is Jonny's story now, it's almost at the ending. Jonny was a snitch, what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, informing to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish. Jonny was a snitch, like what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, he's talking to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish. By staying on protection, Jonny thought that he could stay low, but Jonny never knew they had the coppers on the payroll. And Jonny thought that he could do his time and find his way home. The coppers knew for getting rid of Jonny they would make loads. The coppers made a proposition offer on the payphone. It's obvious the officers was never gonna say no. The money they was offering to off him was a payload. The officers said nothing, it was on cause it was game, yo. And Jonny only had a week until he passed the gate post. Then Jonny would be free to hit the streets where he could make though. Got put on segregation where they left him in a grey hole. He never seen the light of day again cause it was case closed. When karma comes around we know exactly how the game goes. The officers was planning ways to put him in a gravestone. The moral of the story is you'll never see the rainbow. For snitching on your friends you'll only end up in the same boat. Jonny was a snitch, what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, informing to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish. Jonny was a snitch, like what a little bitch. You'll probably find his body at the bottom of a ditch. Like what a little prick, he's talking to the pigs. You'll probably find his body shot up rotting with the fish.